Yo, what's good, family? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to all the doggies out there who've been boosted. Your man, the YB is going up 100%. So, we got some truly unfortunate and dread news right now regarding your man's Tyson. Oh, scary. Now, you can see here with this bookie looking ass website, Usyk wants 50-50. What the blow-o? Usyk wants 50-50 for the Fury fight. That's not right if their fight is at Wembley. The fuck? Where they find this news at? Yeah? Dillian Whyte sounding ass. Honestly, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I genuinely wouldn't mind. But Tyson Fury, when Dillian Whyte was out of order, asking for splits he had no business asking for, guess what? Tyson Fury and everyone else, myself included, we dragged that dude. We dragged him and no one ever been dragged before. But anyway, let's get to the actual quotes here before I start ranting again. Before I forget to give you man the leak. Here's the leak. Here we go. Everybody's agreed that if the Saudi's offer comes through and it's real, that's how we'll go. Aram, whose company co-promotes Fury with Warren's Queensberry Promotions. If not, we'll do the fight at Wembley. The fighters have agreed to fight, Aram said. I spoke to Bricktop Frank Warren. We're giving them until this week to come with their offer, which I believe we'll get. If we don't, then we're going to do the fight at Wembley. And then we'd have to talk about the percentages, because Usyk wants 50-50. Yeah, no ish, Sherlock. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? That's not right if the fight's at Wembley, because there will be 95,000 Brits at the fight. Well, obviously, it's in the UK. Well, it's not going to be 95,000 Africans, is it? Do you know? Where do they find these guys at? Going to be 95,000 Brits at the fight, and a big Brit pay-per-view money. So Tyson deserves the lion's share. Here we go. But we don't get to that point if the investors in Saudi come through, because the way they operate is they make deals with each other, with each of the fighters. We've been led to believe that they're going to come with a proposal this week. I'll believe it when I see it, but it's not like they haven't come through in the past. So, you know what, for the sake of this video, let's forget about the Saudi Waffle. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. I've been told you so. I've been told you it weren't going to Saudi. Oops. Yeah, the Saudi Dons, they didn't like the Tyson Fury disrespect. Yeah, no one likes, especially these top cabal Dons, no one likes some yobbo from Manchester telling them what they're going to do. You understand? No cabal Don wants to hear Tyson Fury mouthing off about, yeah, they're going to get their wallet out. Yeah, I want 500 million. You're going to end up with squat. That's how them mans operate 100%. Yeah, them mans want to put a dump on your chest and they want you to say thank you for it. AJ style. Yeah? If you ain't on that, you can stay in the UK. That's how them man operate. Yeah, them man get off on, they put a warm dump on your chest, yeah, and then you, and you have to say thank you and lick it off 100%. If you ain't doing that, you can stay in Manchester with your little mash pay-per-views. That's what they call me a liar. Oops, yeah, that's how you go to the Saudi. Bottom line. Anyway, back to this one. So, forget about the Saudi thing. That's not happening. Yeah? Tyson Fury cooked his goose on that one. With this whole Wembley shtick, the fight's going to be in the UK. I mean, God forbid that happens. You know? Do you see how the narrative changes? This should be a great celebration. We've had the best heavyweight boxers for God knows how many years. And I'm not blaming Fury, because really it's AJ's fault. It's AJ's fault we got all the knockoff fights in the UK. Although actually, what real ones did AJ have? And yeah, I don't know what AJ have been doing, but end of the day, man, we've had the best heavyweights for a while, and yet we haven't really had any UK blockbusters. The Wilder and Fury fight, that was in the US, and whatever. This should be a celebration. Instead, as always, the UK fans get dusty bin. Oh, if we come to the UK, we're always second best, but yet they take our money the same way, innit? When you man put your $30 pay-per-view in, they don't say, you know what, you're second best, just call it 15 quid, yeah? Take the full $30. But anyway, whether or not the UK fans are cucked, and whether or not the UK fans are second best, that's not the point here. The point is, where do they find this guy at? What are these mans on? What is Bob Arum on? Bob, I know you're old as you like. I know you're old like an old pair of old boots, 100%. Old musty pair of boots from World War One. But still, what's this guy on? Yeah, old isn't an excuse for what I just heard there. If it's in the UK, there's going to be a lot of UK fans. Yes, Bob. Yeah, funnily enough, British people live in Britain, Bob. but it can't be 50-50 because in the UK, there's British people. Yeah, but it can't be. Listen, people. Listen, Usyk. It can't be 50-50 in England because there's English people there. Boom. Now, I'm being facetious, but still, who cares? If Fury is, I might even be funny, is Fury the A-side in terms of commerciality? Of course he probably is in the UK. But to be, with all due respect, the way the whole Ukraine news has been going, I wouldn't be surprised if Usyk just was big. Do you know what I'm saying? With the whole Russia-Ukraine shtick, yeah? They probably pumped him up all over the place. Yeah, the whole Ukraine shtick has pumped up the whole Ukraine. Listen, anything to do with Ukraine has been boosted up. So just by default, Usyk's, you know what I'm saying, knocking around. I mean, how many times have we seen Mayor Klitschko all in the video, for example? But even if you say Fury's the name in the UK, you know what I'm saying? Why weren't you mentioning that on December 3rd? For a start, that would have been good. Usyk, don't jump in the ring. Do you agree? Before you jump in the ring and make a big song and a dance, it's going to be 60-40 on the A side. Oh, no. Fury didn't do that. Instead, I'll fight you for free. On the cobbles. I'll fight you for free. That's what he was saying. And in fact, before that, he was saying the same shtick. Forget the money. I'll fight this midget for free. Oh, yeah, gappy teeth. Normally I'd charge you, but for gappy teeth it's free. Those are the kind of bars he was coming with. And then again, that's fine. I'm all for the bars. What I'm not all for, don't say one thing. Don't say, normally I'd charge, but for gappy teeth it's free. And then be saying, well, actually, never mind free, I want more than half. It's like Timmy. Where did he... Honestly, John Fury's done a crazy job. Yeah? I don't know what mix he put in their mum's ovens, yeah? Whatever bun mix John Fury bus into their mothers. I don't know what kind of bus mix it was, but these guys are weird ass guys. Tommy Fury the other day. Tommy Fury did exactly the same thing with Jake Paul. Tommy Fury says, I'll fight you for free, Jake Paul, but not for money. I'll fight you for free, but not for money. Now Tyson Fury's saying, I'll fight you for free. Actually, I want more than half. These guys are wild. And it frustrates me. Not just the fact that it makes no sense. It's the fans. It's the man fans. The man fans, they're such a rare species. Seriously. I've been telling you. People think I'm joking. Please, anyone, any university professor, or even if you're a PhD student, someone do some research into the psychology or the neurology of man fans. It's nothing like it. There's people in my comment section saying, yeah, of course he deserves more than half. What does Usyk think this is? Usyk isn't worth 20%. Now again, I'm not even someone who's necessarily against split arguments. If Tyson Fury brought this up at the start, listen, I'm the big A side. Back in September, if he just set out the parameters, we can debate it. What I don't like is the fact we hope for 6 months This fight was on like Donkey Kong. No one mentioned a smidgen about those split issues. That's my beef. It was all fine until the week Tyson Fury gets pictured on holiday 4 weeks before the fight. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh no, YB. It's a big coincidence that Tyson Fury's just been caught slipping on holiday with his feet up. At the same time, miraculously now, there's contractual disputes that never existed before. Oh, YB, you're reading too much. It's a coincidence. No, Tyson Fury's gagging for the fight. These contract disputes have just come out of you. Where have they come from? Because if you wanted, listen, it's not like there was 17 different options here. We've always known there's been 2 options, Saudi or the UK. That's been the case since time began. Therefore, if Tyson Fury knew he wanted more to be in the UK, why wasn't that said at the start? Fury could have come out and said, listen, Usyk, listen, Mr. Gappy Teeth, I want you. We can do it 50-50 in Saudi or 60-40 in the UK. That's what the narrative should have been. Instead, the narrative was, I'll fight you for free. You're not 100%. That's what he said. I'll fight you. Oh, Gappy Teeth this, Gappy Teeth that. Yeah, Gappy. That's what, big facts. There was no mention of, well, we need to start doing the go. And it made me laugh because Frank Warren came on the blower today on TalkSport, got on the blower, and he was saying he was actually mad at Bob Arum. Oh, Bob's overspoke there. I don't like Bob discussing private things publicly. Yeah, I bet you don't. Yeah? Because what Frank Warren was hoping for, Frank Warren would like negotiations to melt down and fall apart, and then be able to play the he said, she said game. Yeah? And leave it all no one knows what's going on. That's why Frank Warren's pissed off. He would have liked, okay, negotiations have failed, the March 4th date's done, and we can now play he said, she said. And Bob and Frank Warren will no doubt get his son on there. I'm being funny here. Look at the AJ versus Fury negotiation. Same thing happened. Oh, Frank Warren was like, speak to my son George. That's what's coming next, I'm telling you now. Oh, no, speak to my son George. They're going to wheel George out and he's going to waffle. You know what I mean? That's what I've clocked onto the playbook now. And Frank's irritated that Bob Arum's let slip what's really going on. That they're moving the goalposts. Really, yeah. Given Fury and Usyk's position, the first fight, bear in mind, these guys can realistically have 3 fights. Well, certainly 2 fights are guaranteed. Isn't it? 2 fights are guaranteed. So on that basis, it's simple. The first fight is 50-50. And the winner can get 60-40. Or, if you really want to spice things up, the winner gets 70-30. Oops. That's what you do if you have a problem. And Tyson Fury can say, I'm the big daddy. We'll split it 50-50. And when I push your wig back, yeah, I'll take the big 70 big dog share. In fact, Tyson Fury could take that narrative and spin it. That could be a positive for his brand. Listen, I told Usyk, even though I'm the big daddy UK Don, take 50-50. I'm going to push your dinner back in for you and then take the lion's share. That could be a whole thing. That could be a whole thing to run on. I'm that confident you can have half. Because by the time I finish with you, there ain't going to be half of you nearly left, 100%. Yeah? No doubt about it. Yeah? You'll be wishing you had more than half. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, listen. But anyway, man. This is played out. That's what we know for a fact. It's played out. This fight ain't happening. Bottom line. I mean, Frank Warren again on the blow on TalkSport. The March 4th date is shot apparently now. The March 4th date is officially shot. Oops. What did I tell you? What did I tell you and Joe Joyce back in September? And everyone is so hilarious. People say, YB, but the fight's booked, YB. Oh, but YB, the fight's booked. They've signed it. Yeah? Back in September, people were telling me, YB, the Usyk fight signed for March 4th. They were saying that. And now here we are, my man's on holiday, and the March date's shot to bits, and the fight ain't happening. Like I said, I told Joe Joyce, Joe, if you're not careful, you'll be lucky to fight this side of 2025, and I believe that. I kid you not, I believe that. Joe Joyce is going to be lucky to fight before 2025. Because Fury and Usyk, they ain't fighting until the end of this year. They're just not. They're just not, people. They're not. You can forget about it. Yeah? This is how it starts. The same thing happened with the Wilder fight. The same thing happened with the AJ fight. I got short memories. AJ versus Fury, December 2020. Almost the same dates. AJ beat Pulev, and it was 6 months. And then the fight got signed. And then the fight fell through. 8 months of AJ's career and no fight. Do you understand that? They spent 8 months going around in circles for it only to fall through. And then Tyson Fury pulled out of the Wilder fight. My point is, guess what, people? Usyk and Fury, this isn't a case of, well, YB, Fury needed to come through the Chisora fight before negotiations could begin. No. The Chisora fight was a gimme fight. It was a given. These guys have, in fact, I'm pretty sure they said themselves, these guys have been negotiating since like October. Because they knew, yeah, the Chisora fight's, you know, it's not something, well, YB, Tyson Fury was fighting Jared Anderson, a young hungry bull, and we didn't know how the fight was going. Better yet, it was Tyson YB, but it was Tyson Fury versus Joe Joyce, December 3rd, 2022. So we didn't know which way it was going to go, and we didn't want to start negotiations. No, the Chisora fight was done. From October, these guys, Usyk and Fury, have been negotiating. My question is, why is it now, all of a sudden, why are Team Fury springing the 60-40 issue on Team Usyk now, when they've had the whole of November, the whole of December, and the whole of January damn near now? Why is it coming up now for? Yeah, again, it's not like, but there was 10 different venues. You knew. I mean, if I'm doing business with someone, I tell them, listen, we've got 2 options, Saudi or the UK. I mean, these are things you get out in the first 30 minutes of talking to someone. My name's Team Usyk. Your name's Team Fury. We have 2 options, UK or Saudi. Literally, the next step is, if it's in Saudi, we do 50-50. If it's in the UK, we do 60-40. How can you, genuinely, how can you be 3 months down the line and now it's come? Nah, I don't believe it. That's how you know it's fake news. It's not real. No one does that. About we've got things to work through. I bet you have now. You've sprung that on them. Because no doubt Team Usyk were assuming 50-50 all the way, no problem. Yeah? As they would be doing. Why wouldn't they think that? And that's why Team Usyk brought the deadline in. They knew. They probably been listening to my videos knowing what this clown was about to do. That's why they said March 4th. As it happens, he's on holiday. He don't care. That's how much he cares about the fans and anything else. A big scam. It's a whole big scam, bottom line. And it's the classic. This one's the classic. For me, yeah, the whole split thing, the split debate is a classic. That's a classic dodger, that one. There's nothing more textbook in boxing than a split issue. There's nothing more. Give me a more classic one. Oh, I want this, he wants that, can't be done. That's boxing flops 101. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather were doing that one 10 years ago. That's the classic. That's the easy one to go for. And what gets me is Fury Man fans, they actually back this. Oh yeah, the fight shouldn't happen. Yeah, if it's not 60-40, Usyk isn't worth 50-50. Yeah, the fight shouldn't happen. They actually get behind this and shill it. Oh, Fury's been selling 90,000. How many times has Usyk sold 90,000? All due respect, I think Usyk sold whatever with AJ. Oops. And Usyk's beat AJ. So he's taken that soul. So what are we doing here? It's really frustrating. Just be honest. Fury, you don't want this fight. The same way you didn't want the Wilder fight that you had to go to thing whatever for. The same way you didn't want the AJ fight. At this point, yeah, I don't believe you want any of their fights. And that's not even my opinion. The courts say Fury didn't want the Wilder fight free. Too much coincidence. Too much coincidence he had to go to court with Wilder. Too much coincidence the AJ fight fell through. And now too much coincidence. Oh, it's always, you know, never noticed this. It's always someone else. Yeah, and at the time, I blamed, well, I wasn't sure. Back in September, when the AJ fight failed, I was actually half on AJ's side. Because I know he loves money more than anything. I know he hasn't got no shame to lose. And that was my case. My case was, I believe AJ did want the fight. Because he's already lost a whole bunch anyway. Losing for a huge bag, make a difference to him. The common denominator here, people, I'm sorry, it's Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is the one who had issues with Wilder. Tyson Fury is the one issues with AJ. Because what do we know? AJ has fought Usyk twice. Never no issues. I never heard about no contract issues with Usyk. The fight was done and that was that. Back to back. No issues at all. Oops. Yeah? No issues. Not once. And with all due respect to AJ, really, I've never heard of any issues at all. Apart from dealing with that clown Wilder, who admitted he didn't want the fight at the time, for whatever reason. Or the other clown, Fury. The common denominator here is Tyson Fury. Now, you can call me a Fury hater if you want. I've always said, once Fury's in the ring, I wouldn't bet against him. But there's something going on there, outside of the ring. Something not right with this guy. Something very odd. He talks the most, and then, I don't know what it is. Anyway, forget about the fight happening this side of Christmas. And that's the end of that. Shocker. Am I surprised? Well, I'm not now, because we've had the whole build-up. Well, for me, it was the holiday, did it? The holiday, for me, is what did it. The minute I found out my man's on holiday, you come on now. Stop it. Wow. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and like off the bell. There's no doubt about it. 100%.